Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Math with Dr. War. We're still on algebra and we're going to look at identifying equivalent expressions. So these come in various forms, and I have 3 questions here for you. The first one says a store owner is using the expression 150x plus 1,000 and 125x plus 500 to calculate the total cost of daily operations per hour at 2 different stores where X stands for the hours of operation. And the question is asking, well, what is the sum of the 2 expressions? Now, when you see the word sum means to add. So we have to add the expressions. So what are we adding? We are adding 150x plus 1,000. Now, if you want to line them up under each other, you can. And this will be 125x plus 500. So I've placed like terms on the like terms. So 1,000 plus 500 is 1,500. So I can look at my answers right away and eliminate A and B. And then these are all x's, so my answer will be an x. And if I take 150 and add it to 125, I'm going to get 275. So I'm looking for 275x plus 1,500. So my answer is C. Here it says which expression is equivalent to, and we have 5a plus 2b minus c, and I'm adding it to 3a minus 2b plus 6c. So again, when you're adding any of these algebraic expressions, always remember like terms with like terms. The 5a is going to add to the 3a because those are like terms. So 5a plus 3a is 8a. I'm going to go to my answers and I'm going to eliminate B. So my answer is either A, C, or D. Okay, moving on, and notice I'm taking the sign that's in front. So I'm going to have to add 2B with negative 2B. So I have a positive 2B that I'm adding with a negative 2B. And remember, when the signs are different, what do? We subtract. So 2 minus 2 is 0. So that's 0b, and 0 times anything is 0. So we don't have any b's. This has a 4b, so we're going to eliminate that. So our answer is either C or D. These doesn't have any b's. I have negative c. So negative c means negative 1c. And I'm going to add that to positive 6c. And again, when the signs are different, we subtract. So that would give me a 5c. Because the 6 is bigger, my answer will be positive. My answer is D. Last but not least, I have to simplify. So I have 12x squared plus 8x, and I'm dividing by 4x. So 12x squared plus 8x. And I'm dividing all of that by 4x, which means that 12x squared has to be divided by 4x. And the 8x, which is all by itself, has to be divided by 4x. So the 4x has to divide everyone that's inside the parentheses. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So suppose I don't know what variable goes next to it. I know 12 divided by 4 is 3. So my answer is not A, and it's not C. Okay, so we got to figure out, well, what will be our variable? So I know it's going to be an X. And remember, when the bases match, okay, and you're dividing, you keep the base and you subtract the exponents. So this is 2 take away 1 is 1. So this will be x to the first power. So this will be just 3x. So D says 3x squared. This just says 3x. So your answer is B. And then plus 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then these would cancel, or if you subtract 1 minus 1, you're going to get 0. And then remember, anything to the 0 power is a 1. So this will just be 2, because 1 times 2 is 2. This is equivalent expressions. I hope this was helpful. It was very simple. So if you see these questions on the Tasc test, where you're adding and subtracting or dividing or even multiplying polynomials, they're not that difficult. Good luck on your Tasc exam.